Imagine Horror Network, the official horror stories channel.
John had it all. He had a beautiful home, a successful career as a scientist, and a loving family. But that all changed one day when his family boarded an airplane to the Bahamas for a summer vacation and the plane never arrived. John was devastated. He had no idea how to move on from such a tragedy. He thought of his family constantly and was determined to do anything to bring them back. So he did what any scientist looking for a solution would do. He began to experiment. He had been working on a cloning project for years, and now he saw a way to make his family return. He used the cloning technology he had been perfecting to clone his family members and brought them back to life. At first, he was thrilled. His family was back and he felt like he had beaten death. But soon John began to realize that he couldn't play God. He could bring his family back, but they were not the same as before. He noticed strange behaviors that were oddly familiar but very unnatural. John's family was acting like robots, as if they were completely controlled by something or someone else. John slowly began to understand that the clones were different from their originals, not just in their actions but also in their behavior. He had accidentally created something sinister and evil. As John started to investigate the clones, he uncovered a dark secret that horrified him. The clones were being controlled by the same force that had taken his family away from him in the first place. He realized that his actions had unleashed an evil that threatened to consume him and everyone he cared about. What was once an attempt to bring his family back had only made matters worse. John quickly took steps to undo his mistake and defeat the oppressive force, but soon found it was more powerful than he could have ever imagined. John was soon in a battle between life and death, one he could not win. He discovered that the only way to save himself and his family was to accept what had happened and let the past remain in the past. Killing the clones was the only way to vanquish the evil that had been unleashed, but it came at a cost, one too great for John to bear. John's story is one of heartache and loss, but also of understanding and acceptance. It is a reminder that we cannot play God, and sometimes the best thing we can do is let go.